What's up, YouTube? What is going on? Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to check out my gaming channel, Acrylics with a 1, on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter for all the live streams, and I post videos, and to support my gaming channel. And also check me out, Drive with Demons, on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the exclusive home of Drive with Demons merchandise at acrylics.com, acrylicswith1.com, right there on the screen. There's an exclusive Drive with Demons section on that website to get all your exclusive gear for this channel. Let's dive right in. We're talking about the Iron Geas winter gloves. This video is sponsored by Iron Geas, and we're going to talk about a glove that has great protection and very great comfort for winter driving. And the size is perfect. I take an extra large. These are an extra large. The size will basically be nearly identical. Whatever size you take in a motorcycle glove, you're going to take the exact same size in their set of gloves. I'm going to open this up. All right, so opening up the gloves, I've already got the strap ripped off. We're going to look at these gloves up close, and I will tell you that the protection on the glove is very similar to my Alpinestars leather gloves that I have. They were like $150, but the protection on these gloves is better than I thought. Although not as good as my Alpinestars, the protection here on the palm for the palm slider is not quite as hard or as thick as the Alpinestars, and the thumb protector here is not as thick or as hard either, but there is good protection there. It's also not leather on the inside of the glove. It's suede with a grip. Very easy to grip onto the motorcycle and switch gears or accelerate. Very comfortable and good protection. Not as good as the Alpinestars, but good. And I love the fact that it has the carbon fiber knuckle protector here. I don't know how strong it is in comparison to the Alpinestars, but it is very solid. And for a winter glove, it's got a lot of protection. So you pull this strap right here to loosen it. Just get your hand to slide in nicely. This glove fits very well. It will tighten itself quite a bit once your hands are in them and they sweat and you're using your hands to shift gears or accelerate. I noticed that it was a little bit harder to get my hands in. Not a lot, but a little bit. You're going to pull down right here. So you'll see this strap right here. We're just going to pull on that to tighten it down. And it's going to cover most of your wrist here. So your jacket's going to kind of go in here. And the protection is pretty good. Palm slider is nice. The thumb protector is nice. And the knuckle protector is really nice. I would never wear a pair of gloves on a motorcycle without having a nice knuckle protector like this. Going down the road and accidentally put your arm out and whack a pole or another vehicle. If a vehicle gets close and happens to hit your hand, or you go flying off the bike and your arm kind of swats down in the pavement, you break your hand, that would all be bad news. This knuckle protector here is pretty good. And the padding is also pretty good. They're a lot thicker, so they're a little bit harder to get used to than a typical leather glove, but my perforated leather gloves are only good down to maybe 50 degrees. Funny story, I was riding home on my bike one night. It was 45 degrees after about 20 minutes of driving. My hands were freezing cold. I had to stop, put my leather Alpinestars gloves on the clutch cover and the engine to warm them up, get it super hot. It really almost burnt my hand. I had to hold it there for a second. I was able to drive 20 more minutes, have to stop, warm my hands up again. Won't have to do that anymore because these really work. In fact, these gloves had my hands sweating in 55 degrees. You don't want to wear these gloves unless the temperature is below 55. Otherwise, you are going to sweat. I would say the ideal range for these gloves is about 35 to 40 degrees to 55 degrees. After that, a regular leather glove will work. I'm going to update you guys in the comments below how these gloves manage as soon as we get 35 degrees, but we normally don't get that cold until the end of December, beginning of January in New Jersey. I do want to let you know it's got Thinsulation isolate from 3M. They're not only warm, they're water resistant as well. They won't get saturated, and they're probably good in rain or snow because of that. So that's something else to mention. But these are amazing gloves. If you guys want to pick them up, I'll leave the link in the information box below so you guys can do that and get you guys a pair of these, and you will love them for winter riding.
It's really cool how you can ride down to 45 degrees with just some long pants under your leathers, and of course a long shirt under your leather jacket and a winter coat over top. Your head doesn't get cold. The only thing you really ever have to worry about is your hands, and that's why I brought the gloves with me. However, 55 degrees is too frigging warm for them. My hands are sweating, so I noticed that my body is not even cold, even down to 45 degrees. Only my hands. In fact, I've had to warm my hands up with my leather gloves, which are my Alpinestars right here. These are good down to maybe like 55 degrees. For a short drive, you could probably get away with 45 to 55 degrees. As you are going to be riding for more than 10 or 15 minutes, 55 is definitely the hard limit. Your hands are going to get cold. I warmed them up by placing my hands with the gloves on the clutch cap, which warmed them up. It was a desperate attempt one night. I swear it was so desperate because it was like 45 degrees and I was riding for an hour. So I just placed my hand one at a time on the clutch cover to warm them up, and they were really warm. The leather was quite hot and it was warm for about 20 minutes. So these gloves are going to be a lifesaver. The only issue is it's too warm. They both have knuckle protectors as well as finger protectors on the top. They also come back quite a bit further than the Alpinestars because they're a thermal glove. And they've also got this protector for your palm. The slide protector right here is good, but it's not as good as the one in the Alpinestars. It's just not as hard or as protecting. And I don't feel like the leather that is on this glove is quite as good because it's suede. So the skid protection isn't going to be as good. I was told that these gloves are probably good for about 8 seconds of sliding. I don't know what these would be good for, but I'd imagine they're not quite as good. But it's a trade-off because in the winter, you can't ride with these. If you're riding for an hour and 40 degrees, your hands are going to be freezing with these gloves. I'm telling you, if you're riding any longer than 15 minutes, the temperature's got to be above 50 or 55 or you're going to get cold with these gloves. These gloves right here at 55 degrees, my hands are sweating even after 20 minutes of driving. So these, I would imagine, are pretty much good for temperatures that would well exceed what you could even ride your bike in anyway. I mean, I'd imagine they're probably good to 25, 30 degrees or maybe even better than that, but you're not gonna be able to ride your bike in 25 to 30 degrees. If it's that cold, there's probably gonna be snow. The traction's gonna be terrible, you know? So I would not even worry about these. If you're able to ride and the conditions are good enough to ride, then it's not gonna be too cold for these gloves.